Well, welcome to Thursday's, I don't know what's got devotionals, thoughts, um, just trying to put things together into the big picture of Scripture in little 5-minute chunks. And so here we're going to close off with Genesis 11. It's a line of promise, it's a genealogy from Noah to Abram, who most of us better know as Abraham. Um, and let's face it, genealogies we find boring, and this is the third genealogy in the first 11 chapters. They're the part we often skip over. I don't know if I ever have, nor ever would, preach from some Old Testament genealogy. Probably have from, I'm sure I have from Matthew's, talking about Jesus. Um, Maybe we use them if we have a strange sense of humor for, some good biblical names to suggest to other people to name their children. So Arphaxad or Eber, that'd be a good one. Mention that to your neighbor or a family friend, unless you really don't want them to be made fun of at school. This genealogy is from the line of Seth to Abram. And so it's a genealogy, again, that has a purpose in the narrative, as the other ones do. Noah was a restart to humanity, and from him continued the problems of evil with humanity. He was not the fulfillment of Genesis 3:15, of someone who's going to undo the curse caused by humanity's rebellion. In fact, rebellion had just increased at Babel. But this genealogy is communicating God's still at work. He's seeking to work with and work through human representatives. Why? They're made in his image. He's made them to image him. And so chapter 11 ends with Terah, the father of Abraham, his death, but it sets up the next person who we're going to see and the biblical narrative is going to focus on as one through whom God is going to work through to seek to bless and benefit and flourish humanity and creation. The promise of God, Genesis 3:15, that there's going to be someone, a seed of a woman, who will undo the curse caused by sin. That promise is still active. That's the narrative thrust of this genealogy. One other note, Abram's wife Sarah is described as barren. That's also going to be a theme in Genesis, but also within the Old Testament at times. Humanity needs God's assistance to truly be fruitful and multiply, to see his promises fulfilled. We don't do it by our own power. That connection is another theme that we'll see throughout Genesis in particular. Also, this will make a difference or be important in a few chapters from now. We see that Sarai is Abram's half-sister, and it's going to be relevant, but unfortunately not for happy reasons. Thought for today. This genealogy is about remembering that God's promise is still active. So what promise of God are you eagerly anticipating him to fulfill? And how can you help yourself trust him? And here's a suggestion. We need one another. When we are discouraged, find someone who can encourage you. If you're encouraged today, who is someone discouraged that you can come alongside? Pray for, pray with, and encourage them as we seek to follow Jesus together. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you. May the Lord be gracious to you. And today, would you know his peace? God bless.